Hi, everybody. Today is November 6th, 2021, and I just looked around to make sure that was correct. Welcome to sample series number two. I continue my journey into the world of symphonic destruction by Heaviosity, and the idea here is I take a patch, write a simple 15-30 second piece, and also apply no processing on it. No reverb, no EQ, no limiters, maximizers, none of that stuff. Just the straight sound so that you can hear it for yourself and say, hey, I like that because, you know, um, it's like when you go to the store and, you go to the audio store and you listen to the stereo and you're like, wow, that sounds great. And you buy it and you get home and you're like, it doesn't sound the same. Well, that's because they got all these, all this gear behind the wall that you didn't know was there to make it sound fantastic. So my goal here is to give you a honest and unbiased presentation of the audio. And so if you like these patches and you think it's something you can use in your work, cool. It saves you some time and wondering and frustration because that's always the gamble, right? We want to buy something and we're like, I don't know if I really want to do this. So I'm just trying to help you out and help you decide if there's something you might like or not. That's the whole point of sample series. So with that being said, let's jump into it. And I have, one more thing. I have four tracks or four instruments that I did this week, and I have one bonus track at the end. So you'll have to stick around to see that one, but let's jump into everything and get going. All right, so let's get this one going. This is the hybrid low blow straight. In the parentheses, you see the STR. That just means it's an instrument with some rhythmic accompaniment with it, and kind of an ARP function, I guess you could say. And straight means that it's going to be eighth notes like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just simple straight rhythm like that. You can customize it. If you see TRP, that's triplets. So it'll be 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly. Just that sort of thing to give you an idea looking at it if you want eighth notes or triplets. So, anyways, let's get back to the task at hand and get this track going. Okay, so pretty cool piece there. I like that. I really like that theme. You'll notice it throughout this video on more than one occasion. So keep your ears open. So this one is clustered swells to sustains. It's a very like Alfred Hitchcock kind of sound actually. It's really cool, kind of a throwback to horror movies from the 50s and 60s. Check it out. You can also see that it's very dynamic. At the beginning part of this, it was kind of soft, and then you can see I really lit into it and just put a lot of pressure on the keys. So, very dynamic instrument and very cool sounding. So, let's move on to the next one. As you can see, this is the Vangelis analog straight patch, and let's go ahead and get into it. as you can see, it has quite the long tail on it. So if you like things to fade out, this is a really great patch for something like that. All right, let's get into this one here. This is Symphonic Destruction Damaged and Broken 2049 straight. Once again, has an ARP that's kind of built into it, so it plays along with it. So let's get into this. Okay, there we have the Damaged and Broken 2049. Very cool piece. That's a kind of an arrangement I've played for a long time. I've never really fully fleshed it out, but one of these days I'll give it the treatment. Let's get on to the next one. All right. As I promised a bonus track this time, I decided to do something a little bit different. Um, as you may have noticed on a couple of the tracks on this video, I repeated the same theme. I really liked it. It was a fun little passage there, and I wanted to um, see if I could flesh it out and see what I could do with it. So I wanted to give you an extra listen and just to see how you can do a lot with a little. Um, so let's go back into the studio. There we are, and you see it's kind of fleshed out there. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tracks. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward, and I'll show you what I've used on this. I have Symphonic Destruction, the Vangelis analog, which you heard a copy of this theme with just this instrument. I also have the Symphonic Destruction Big Wide World, which I did previously on my last video. It's a very cinematic and rich sounding, and to be honest, it really is the glue of this whole piece because it sounded kind of choppy and blocky, and it just something was missing as I was listening to it last night. And before I went to bed, I was watching this Heaviosity video, and they were talking about Big Wide World. Sorry for the tongue twister there. They were talking about that patch, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a good one. So I got up this morning, added it, and wow, it just really pulled everything together, to my ears at least. So next one we have is from Novo. From the string designer section, I pulled up the ambient glitchy pastorals plus Plux ARP. That's a mouthful right there. So that's a pretty cool one. It's just a lot of string plucks, and kind of light sounding, and kind of just interesting. And I also pulled up Mosaic pluck and put the ARP microlights straight there. These two, Novo and Pluck, are started out with the theme, and then I played again a second time with those still going, and add in everything else to give that big cinematic presence, as it were. And the last track I have there is Forzo, full brass ensemble, and I just have a crescendo set up. I don't have the dynamics set up all the way, and pretty straightforward. So it's 5 tracks, and The only thing I've done with it is I've put fresh air on the output to bring the mids and highs up a little bit. I put an ozone plugin on the output as well. Selected one of my usual templates there, and that's that. And then I just routed the audio to OBS with the Restream. That's from Reaper. So, with that being said, let's get down to business. I'm going to mute the mic so you don't have to listen to me and you can listen to the music instead. Pretty cool, eh? I like that. I really like that. That is really cool build up, and I find that I really enjoy writing 30 to 60-second pieces just to see how much emotion I can get built up in that short amount of time. It's definitely taken me a long time to get to that point. Um, yeah, it's just fun, you know. And whether you can use these tracks or not doesn't matter. As long as you're having fun and you're enjoying the process, that's what really matters at the end of the day. And if you're pushing to get into libraries, that's great. That's awesome. Just remember to try to have some fun along the way, and so just leave a comment below if there's any instruments you'd like to see, and if I have it, I'll be more than happy to put something together. So on that note, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.